Good evening, people. Good evening. What the hell's going on here?
For repeating your Jeff Lamb as Clarksville District 2 for diabetic, yellow with care 2100 North Braintree Boulevard, Unit E104, your timeout 1820.
Oh, Yoakum, I know it's Foot Friday.
Not really having any symptoms.
People, I want to share something first. I want to talk about it. This 77-year-old veteran, Navy veteran, who drove an 18-wheeler and all that. Well, this has happened in the state of Tennessee with these new driver's license. You gotta have your birth certificate and all this. And it's also go to your veterans and people that's in the service. I want you all to listen to it. Because that includes you all. So you service people that goes to a foreign country and you take your wife with you. And the baby's born there. Under Tennessee driver's license law and a few other states, that they cannot get driver's license, they can't vote. So I'm going to share a video by a lawyer in Michigan, Steve Lehto, Lehto. I think he aired it this morning or sometime in the last 24 hours. When I saw that, people, it pissed me off. A Navy veteran. And they took this 77-year-old driver's license away. Said he's not a U.S. citizen. Okay, them people in Tennessee and on this planet. How about those illegals coming in to the USA, Mexicans and all this? How come they can get driver's license? You know, that's my, point. And it's not fair. On the 77-year-old guy, as Steve will tell, he on his, I guess, DD 214 and other paperwork when he got discharged honorable in the Navy, 77, it put him in during the Vietnam War. And his family kind of went to Canada for like a vacation. He was born in Canada. But on the birth certificate, as Steve would tell you, he's a lawyer in Michigan, that it says on the birth certificate, mother, U.S. citizen, father, U.S. citizen. To me, the way I understand it, he got dual citizenship. But on his government paperwork, he got the Navy, the boxes check U.S. citizen, passport, U.S. citizen. But the state of Tennessee, you know, they like I said, they coming out with these new driver's licenses in the next couple of years. You can't fly. You can't go into any government building.
By Steve and a whole bunch of other people out of Tennessee. State of Tennessee tells U.S. Navy veteran he's not an American citizen and cancels his driver's license. Jennifer Krause wrote this for WTVF, and that's exactly what's happening down there. The man's got documents to prove that he is, in fact, a U.S. citizen, and he even served his country. But now the state is saying you got to jump through some hoops to prove to us you're an American to get your license back. In the meantime, he's got no driver's license. And in fact, he spent time as a commercial truck driver. Turns out, couldn't do that right now if he wanted to either. So asked by the TV station if he had a license. He said, no, but you had one. Yes, I did. 77-year-old been driving for the last 61 years in Tennessee, and that's where he resides now. Last month, Tennessee canceled his driver's license. He says, they told me I shouldn't have had the license in the first place because I couldn't prove I was a citizen. His wife said, it just blows my mind. I'm flabbergasted and I'm outraged that at 77 years old, he's now considered a non-citizen by the country he has lived in his whole life and, of course, served. It all started in June when he went in to get a enhanced or real ID, and he brought his birth certificate with him. And, of course, that started the problem because his birth certificate is Canadian. Now, I know you're going to say, Steve, wait, he's born in Canada. That is a problem, isn't it? Well, go to a government website and look up how you become a U.S. citizen. And the first language I found says you can become a U.S. citizen by birth or through naturalization. Generally, people are born U.S. citizens if they're born in the U.S. or if they are born abroad to U.S. citizens. His father, U.S. citizen. Mother, U.S. citizen. Boom. He's a citizen. Although he's born in Canada. And
People, I told you, you people it's in the military. That's something to get talk about. You know, say you take your family over to Germany. Your wife has a baby in Germany. That means on a birth certificate, if I have and in the middle,
And also he's voted every single election. He's got a social benefits. And of course, don't forget that CDL he had for quite a while. And so he says, this is just bizarre. His wife says it's not fair at all. And so, again, it started when he went to get one of those real IDs. And they do require more documents than a standard license to prove who you are. And there's a variety of ways you can prove you are a U.S. citizen. But a Canadian birth certificate is to give them a real ID. And then they not only didn't do that, they wouldn't renew his license. And they said, oh, by the way, you can't get a license now because we don't believe you're a U.S. citizen. So they said, no, that's no good. We shouldn't have given you the license in the first place. And they canceled my license right then and there. So now he went from having a non-real ID driver's license to just having no license at all. So he can't drive, he can't go on an airplane, and he won't be able to vote in upcoming elections. In the state's eyes, he is not an American, and he said that really breaks him up. It's like your country don't want you. I've tried to do things the right way all my life, and now it's like I'm not